Everyone knows Apple started in a Silicon Valley garage, two guys, one product, a circuit board, and grew into a $450 billion plus company with the most innovative products in the world. So if you own an iPad or an iPhone or a MacBook, my book is a place where you can see that journey from that first circuit board all the way through to the latest iMac. Back in 2009, I was reminiscing about an old computer game that I used to play back in high school called Robot Wars. And I had this sudden urge to play it. The next thing I knew, I ended up on eBay. And then I knew I'd have to buy an old Apple computer to actually play it on. So I'm browsing through all of these vintage retro Apple products. And I came up with this crazy idea. Wouldn't it be cool if you could see all of these Apple products in the same way that you see all the new products today on apple.com. So I started this mission. I said, I'm going to go out and acquire every single product that Apple's ever made since 1976. And I just started buying products on eBay, and they started arriving boxes and boxes, and my wife thought I was absolutely crazy, and I went and got a storage unit to house all of this stuff, and hundreds of boxes were showing up at home. I realized I needed to actually learn how to take a good photo. So I was introduced to Forrest McMullen, who teaches photography over at SCAD, Savannah School of Art and Design here in Atlanta. And I said, you see how these products look on Apple's website? I want to take the same photos at home, and I want to put them up on the web.
Jonathan called me about 2 years ago to help him with the photography for his website, The Shrine of Apple. And about a year after that, he gave me another call and told me that he was thinking about doing a book, a coffee table book, with the same kind of look and feel as the photography that was on the website, and do kind of this comprehensive history, visual history of Apple products.
And so I put an enormous amount of time and energy finding a great team of people. I got Forrest to help me with editing the photos. I had over 150,000 I had to condense down. I also came across an incredible designer based out in Massachusetts. Her name's Lisa Clark, and she helped create the layout and the design of the book. And the result is iconic, a photographic tribute to Apple innovation, which is this beautiful, high-end, high-quality coffee table book, 350 pages, over 650 photos, divided up into 6 chapters. Desktops, from the Apple II to the latest iMac, portables, all of their PowerBooks and MacBooks, all the way through to the MacBook Air, iDevices, all of their iPods, iPads and iPhones, prototypes, early versions of Apple products, some of which did and didn't make it into final production, and packaging. No one in the industry has put as much love, effort and attention into boxing their products. This chapter really shows you just how amazing Apple's packaging is and how it's evolved. Apple really go that extra mile, more so than any other company, to present you with a truly beautiful product.
You know, when you look at the first iMac G3, that shape, I mean, that shape in and of itself is iconic. We all know, everybody, I don't care if they're PC users, they know the shape of that original iMac. And so it's really easy to use that shape and find beautiful ways to photograph it and to have the light fall across those surfaces.
About halfway through the project, I realized that I had all these great photos, but something was missing, and it was the human element. So I started reaching out to people in the Apple community, journalists, bloggers, fellow collectors, writers, people who used to work at the company, ex-employees. And from those interviews, I took some of the best quotes and I overlaid them over the photos, which really give the photography a much deeper context and almost make the photos jump out off the page.
A book is a very different experience than looking at something online. You know, there's the There's the tactile experience of turning pages, of feeling the paper, of smelling the ink, of that whole idea is a totally different experience than looking at something online. And it's not necessarily that it's better or worse, it's just very different and appeals to people in a very kind of specific way.
The mission of this book was to create a tribute to Apple innovation and design. And whether you're an enthusiast like me who bought their first Apple product over 30 years ago, or somebody who's just bought their first iPhone, this book will show you just how innovative Apple really is and has always been.